brothers and sisters in Islam. This is your brother Wajhuddin, along with my brother co-host Samir. We are from the Ar-Rahman Guest Travel, supporting the Dur Hospitality Services for the Hajj packages on Nusuk 2025. I hope you and your families are doing well. And we are still, with the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we are trying to make an effort to get you all for the Hajj this year, inshallah ta'ala. With that, I want to go ahead and get started with the session. I know people are joining in. This is going to be one of our important session because we are going to be approaching the phase 3 of the package sale. Many of you, after having gone through the phase 1 sale, must have been disappointed and had despair about how the system work. But have patience, have taqwa. Inshallah, if Allah wills, you will be able to go to Hajj. It is Allah's will that He invites only those He wants you to be performing. And if it is not in your qadr for this time, inshallah, the next time around. But have patience, do not give up, and have hope that you will be able to make Hajj, and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that this phase 3 is going to give you an opportunity to go on the Hajj of 2025. With that, I want to go ahead and start today's session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We wanted to go ahead and get a little bit about background of where we are going to be with the phase 3. We will talk briefly about the steps for the Hajj. I wanted to do this quick review because many of the people who have joined in lately did not participate in phase 1, want to know what happened in phase 1 and phase 2, and what do we expect in phase 3. We'll do some quick review of what a custom and public packages are, because in the phase 1, we had only the custom packages that were on sale. And we'll do a quick review of the shifting and non-shifting packages. And I'm going to talk more importantly about what is inside of the Dur packages that is currently available for the countries that are going to be participating in the phase 3. I want to show much of my time into how to quickly browse the packages, to look up the packages on Nusuk and review those Dur packages particularly, and configuring the public packages, and then help you have some kind of a backup of a preferred package in case you do not get your first preference of the package. Sorry about that. And how do you quickly book your package? All these steps, I want to do this as a means of a demonstration, so that you can see this and be prepared this time around when the phase 3 opens for sale. We'll talk about what the post-successful booking of the package looks like, and from our experiences from the past year to the first phase, that we have seen the challenges in time of the booking package and time of the sale, which is very crucial for you. I want to make sure that you are paying attention to the type of issues that you may encounter during the phase 3 also. And the next thing is what is the timeline looks like for the package sale itself, and what are the next steps. Without wasting further time, let me go ahead and do this. I know we have a pack schedule there. Steps for the Hajj, a quick review of the steps completed so far. By this time, I expect everyone to have created an account in Nusuk, uploaded the documents, filled in the application. Those applications should be verified for yourself and your family members, which are, if at all there are any on your application. You should have had a preferred category. Your e-wallet should be activated, and it should be topped up with the funds for you and your family members for the preferred package that you wanted to purchase in the phase 3. I know we had done the package configurations during the phase 1, and we were unable to make that purchase. If you do not have it saved, and if it does not appear in your cart at this time of time, it's okay. We will talk about how to get these packages configured one more time and bring it back again to your cart. So far in this journey of the Hajj registration and making these packages, we are right now in the step 9. All through the step 8, I expect that you have completed. If you have any difficulty in completing any of these steps, please reach out directly to me or my friend Samir, who is along with us in here, through our WhatsApp group, and we will be able to assist you further on that one. So look for the step 9. That's where we are currently in the process of the Hajj reservation. Now, looking back at what happened in phase 1 and also phase 2, which actually happened, this is critical for you to know what happened in phase 1 and phase 2. The phase 1 actually took place on the 9th of February, and where it was the custom packages from all the countries that were on sale. Countries like USA, UK, France, Netherlands, Australia, and many countries basically exhausted the country quota. And this actually happened within hours of the sale opening. The country quota is set by the Ministry of Hajj. There is only certain amount of people who can go from a particular country. And once the package have been bought for that many number of people, the thing become basically unavailable for anyone to purchase in those countries. A lot of countries had quota remaining, however, and most of the services packages also remain unsold. This is actually good because the country quota limit reached. Once the country quota limit is reached, the service providers can sell their packages, including those service packages, which have about close to 2,500 packages still remaining to be sold. And it is good news, and it's a good opportunity for us to make sure that we get this in the phase 3 of the sale. That's what happened in phase 1. Now, there was a phase 2, which actually happened yesterday, and this was all for the custom and public packages for the countries that had unused country quota. So for those countries, the public packages also became available. By the end of the day yesterday, many of the countries used up the available packages for those countries, and they reached their country quota limit as well. Now, there are still few countries of the 126 countries that have a remaining unused quota from those countries. We expect that quota to be flowing into the phase 3, and we'll talk about what is that quota looks like. Most of the service provider, again, have packages remaining unsold because the country quota limit had already reached across the 126 countries. So that's again good news. That means you will have a lot of packages from Dur also to purchase in the phase 3. Now that's the history of what happened in phase 1 and phase 2. I just wanted to give you about what actually happened during that period of time. Phase 3, that's where we are right now. The package sale is expected to start on Wednesday, the 19th of Feb 2025. Now, this sale is once again going to be like phase 1, open to all 126 countries, including that have reached the country quota limit. That means US, UK, France, Germany, Switzerland, all the countries that had their quota exhausted will be able to participate in this phase 3 of the sale. All the remaining quota that was there is now available to be used by all countries. That means we do not have a quota limit now. That means even though US had like 3,500, for example, as a limit, US can still go ahead, then let's say all the pilgrims buy it, like even it go to 5,000, number of packages that can be bought by the US. So that packages are now going to be available for any country that is going to be participating in this. So an estimated 5,000 packages will be available in this phase for the purchase of during the sale on the 19th of Feb for all the 126 countries. Now, remember, during the phase 1, they only sold about 20,000. So this is about 1/4 of that quantity. So you may still have a good chance in here to make up on the sale of the packages that we have inside of this phase 3 sale. The custom and public packages will be available for purchase during the sale, unlike what we had in phase 1, where only the custom packages were available. Now, the sale is going to continue until all the 126 countries quota is exhausted. What I mean is, if the total amount of the quota that is remaining is 5,500, and that 5,500 has to be exhausted, until then the sale is going to continue on. Now, going into the sale itself, the packages will remain grayed out until the opening of the sale. Now, this is something that is going to be challenging for us. I'm going to talk to you about this one. You will not be able to see inside of the package. You will not be able to configure it before the sale. You will not be able to make a choice before the sale. Now, unfortunately, that is how the system is actually built on. But we will let you know as to how you can prepare yourself going into the sale itself. On the day of the sale itself, the packages will be available and you will be able to configure it once the sale opens. Only then you will be able to do it. Now that's like immediately opening up the doors and you just jump in, look into the package, configure it, go through the rest of the steps, and then go on to make the purchase of the package. You got to be quick with that one. So that's why I want to spend much of my time in demoing stuff so that you can look into it and then do the necessary choices based on what your preference is. The package prices are going to remain the same. However, there's not going to be any change from whatever it was showing in phase 1. It's still going to remain the same in phase 3 as well. The exact timing of the sale is still not published. I do not have information as to when exactly the sale is going to happen. We will be getting information from our service provider that gets their information from the Ministry of Hajj. So I will, as soon as I get it, we'll be publishing this through our WhatsApp group. Please keep a watch on that one and be ready at least a couple of days. The 19th is a working day. So I ask that, you probably have to take a day off and you have to be ready for the package sales to start on the 19th. And it can happen anytime during the day between 8 a.m. till, maybe 3, 4 p.m. So I do not have an exact time. So please be prepared for that one. My suggestion too is if you want to take a day off, go for it and take your time off from your work. Now, again, as like in phase 1, phase 2, this is first come, first basis. So the person who gets on the card, the technology on Nusuk allows the package to be in your cart for like 15 minutes. If you are unable to make the purchase at that time in the checkout bag or the bag at the checkout time, you still have like 15 minutes to quickly go on to purchase the package. And I will show you how it all appears inside of the platform itself. So that's what you need to expect on the package 3 sale of the 19th. I want to talk about people wanting to know what is a custom package and a public package. We have spoken about this in the previous sessions as well. The custom package is where the airline tickets are provided by the service providers. The pilgrims can't customize those airline tickets. You have to choose with whatever the package has as an airline ticket. You will have like multiple airlines taking off from multiple gateways. For example, you have in New York, Toronto, and another different airline from New York. You can make one of the choices and then go on to the next step in the package overflow process. As for the public package, there are no airline tickets with the service provider. It means that you have to custom build. You have to choose your flight that will take you into Jeddah. And that is purchased through the Nusuk GDS system, which is called Al Musafir. And that's the system that is going to be integrated with the Nusuk platform. Now, one thing that to note is you have to have the flight landing into Jeddah and taking off from either Jeddah or Medina. That's a criteria that is needed for you to make a successful purchase. The date of arrival should match with the package start date. And the date of departure from Saudi should match the package end date. So keep this in mind when you make the custom flight using the public packages. We'll talk about a little bit more about the configuration of the public, customization of the flight itself. Now, moving quickly on the shifting of the packages having two different types. One is a shifting and a non-shifting. Many of you have been aware that there is these two different types. Preferably, this is the shifting package is preferable where you want to have cost efficiency, different experience staying in different locations, one with close proximity to Haram, then again within the Medina area close to the Haram there, and also a little bit between Mecca and Medina, which is Azizia as a means of location. The shifting packages, however, involves that means you are staying in multiple accommodations during the pilgrimage to let you have that experience. You will be moved from, let's say, Medina to Azizia, and then Azizia to Mecca hotel. And in some cases, you will be moved from Medina to Mecca and Mecca to Azizia while you are in the Mashair days in Mina, Muzdalifah, and then Arafat days. It offers, a means of ease of commuting between Azizia and then Mecca and then Mina during the Mashar days of the Hajj itself. You can have a quick access to Azizia place of location where you are basically will be located to help you, get to your belongings. The shifting of the luggages and all that logistics will be taken care by the service provider. There is some hardship, of course, that you will be moving from one place to another place, and finally, your luggages are actually being moved from one place to another place. But depending on your needs, depending on availability, also, this is not a bad option either. If you can do it, then if you don't have any other option, keep this as a secondary option. As for non-shifting, pilgrims remain in a single hotel throughout their stay in Mecca. That minimizes the need for relocation. These packages prioritizes the convenience and proximity. Generally, the pilgrims arrive in Medina. They start their journey by staying 2, 3, 4 nights near the Prophet's mosque. This allows them to perform religious activities in the city of the Prophet, peace be upon him. And then also they will be able to travel to Mecca and then have their stay close to Haram, accessible within, less than a mile from the Masjid al-Haram. They remain in this hotel throughout their time in Mecca, including during the Hajj ritual times when they are actually in Mina, Arfat, Muzdalifah. This hotel is theirs. They still have access to it. During the tawaf of the Hajj, you still have access to the hotel. Your luggage is in there. Your belongings are there. You can go into the hotel, change your clothes, get yourself refreshed, and then again you have to, of course, get back to Mina to complete the rest of the days of Hajj, 10th, 11th, and 12th, and some cases 13th as well. Azizia, there are Azizia non-shifting packages also. That means your place of location will be away from Haram. That means you will continue to remain in Azizia throughout your journey in the Hajj period. And you will be, taken to Mecca by transportation, and to Medina, to Mina through transportation. So, but the point is that it is like a place in Mecca, but it's not in Mecca. It's just in Azizia. The only disadvantage is that it is about 5 kilometers and about 3 miles away from Masjid al-Haram. Going in during the Hajj days is extremely, impossible during those days, because the government does not allow any transportation to be going back and forth during the period of Hajj. So you will be kind of, in Azizia hotel for the rest of your time during the Hajj period. So that's the difference between the shifting and the non-shifting packages. Now, that's the different packages. Now, I want to quickly go into what's available now for us as tour into the phase 3. This is important. Pay attention to this one and make your choices. I will provide more details on this one during our question and answer session in the end. But here it is. These are packages, and you can see the package name, the package start date, end date, the stay in Medina, Mecca, the flight, and the departure gateway, and the amount of packages that are remaining inside of this package. This is as of last night that I have got. There could be 1 or 2 numbers up and down. We will share you the details. This one is a luxury package from Germany. Berlin is the gateway, and there are about 21 seats remaining on this one. Anyone from Berlin or Germany in here, amazing opportunity. This is the VIP luxury camp with the Majar al-Kab as the Mina camp. All right, let me take you through the other packages that are available. There's a lot of information in here. There are many packages that you are seeing on my screen. And if you see the top 4, these are the premium packages. However, their VIP camp is going to be the Majar al-Kab. Many of these is taking from Toronto, Chicago, Los Angeles, and New York as the gateway for the flights. Now, if you are interested in any of these packages, there are still a lot of remaining seats on these. You can see and make a choice as to what basically fits your needs. Take a look into the hotels and the airways, gateways, and the best opportunity that you have for any of these packages. Some of these are very short stay. For example, the Dur Premium Rotana is less than 10 to 11 days. Likewise, the Dur Rotana FC and 2 is about 10 to 11 days. So these packages are very short stay packages, but if anyone prefers to have a short stay, this is a good option for them. As for the rest of the premium packages, these are like Dur Premium Patience, Dur Premium Peace, taking from Milan in Italy and Emirates from New York. People from New York, USA can use this as a good option. That's got about 29 seats and 41 for people from Italy to take this one. Premium Generosity has multiple gateways. One is Berlin in Germany, and then Frankfurt in Paris. In France, Germany, once again, 88 seats in there. So this is, again, a good option for anyone from Germany if they want to use this as a package. And there are other packages from Paris, from Madrid, Barcelona, London, New York. I will be sharing this information to you. Premium Peace is an excellent opportunity. Got a lot of options in here, about 181 seats available. Premium Makaram is a good one, 158 remaining in there. Dur Premium Tolerance is another one, 333, huge number of remaining quantity there. Look at these and keep yourself ready. I will show you how to look into these in a few minutes, but these are the remaining quantities from the rest of the other packages. And there are a lot of other standard packages that you can go in with these hotels. These are all still good hotels that are easily accessible. I know Rahana Al Mashair Hotel in Mecca is about less than a mile, I would say, from the Masjid Al Haram Masjid. It's just one path straight down to the masjid. Take these Odyssey Al Madina is about just walking like 2-3 minutes from the Prophet's Mosque. Likewise, Swiss International Hotel is just minutes away from the Prophet's Mosque. Take a look into this. This got a lot of options for you to consider depending on the dates. Pay attention to the date. The dates may vary from these package to package. London has a lot of options. People from France has some options in there. People from London, Rome, Berlin, Madrid, Barcelona, a lot of options in there for Spain people as well. More standard packages in there that are available from London, Rome, London, and also Germany. These are all standard packages. A lot of options in there for anyone to make a purchase. There is also shifting packages. As I said, there is shifting packages. These are shifting packages, but their camp is VIP. As I said, you will see there is a basic Makkah hotel, and then there's a transitional hotel in here. So what happens is, in this case, you start with Medina, then you go into this Mecca transitional hotel, which is Jawri Al Mashair, and then from there you move to Al Marwa Rotana Hotel for your rest of your stay in the Mecca and Saudi Arabia. Very good option for people in New York and Toronto and Montreal. This is one other option that you can have as a backup. It's just that you're shifting, which is actually good because you don't really need a hotel during your stay in Mecca, and you could have a transitional hotel there because you will be in Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah during those days. And once all your Mashair days is completed, you will go back to Mecca, and then you will have a good stay there to complete the other arkans and do more of ibadat inside of the Makkah close to Haram. Likewise, you have Pullman Zamzam as another options in here with the Dur Premium Shifting Zamzam, Dur Premium Shifting Zamzam FC and 2 EMN. Those are the names of the packages that you want to pay attention to, and look for these. This have got good quantities here. 155 is a good number that you can always consider for. And likewise, 38 and 31 is also a good option. Lastly, there is the standard shifting Makrem. Once again, if anyone wants to have this as a backup, have this also as one of the options to consider in your purchase of packages. All right, so we are hitting up there. So let's see. Let's go in there. I want to start with what do we do now that we are all somewhere familiar with this. And I'm going to share this list, by the way, for you all so that you have this handy. But people who have done this before should already know this. But if you have to do it again, I just want to remind you quick ways of browsing the packages on Nusuk on the day of the sale or before the sale itself, which is right now. What you can do is the best way is to enter the keywords like door in this search bar that you see. If you are in front of your computer, do it now and then try it out. Enter the keywords like DUR, and then it is going to list you all the door packages that are by the door hospitality services that we are supporting. That will start from the premium and then the luxury one and then also the standard one. Mind you, some of the packages that you saw will not be visible because based on your country of residence, only those packages are going to be visible for the time now in this phase 3 sale. Those will be disabled also. Like I said, they will be disabled. You will not be able to do anything other than seeing the package type, which is custom or public. You will be able to see the number of days. You will be able to see what the hotels are likely inside of that screen. And I'm going to show you that how the screen basically looks like. So use this filter options, but there are other filter options if you want to go through. But on the day of the sale, use this the quickest one. Do not use these filters. My ask for you all is use this search bar. Practice if you have to. Clicking on the packages, going to the search bar, entering the keywords door, it'll list you all the packages. But however, if you are considering some other packages from some other service providers, try other options by putting in their keywords, their package names. That is also something that you can do for other service providers if you are unable to, or if you don't want to go with the tour packages. Now, the URLs, this is what I want you all to do. These are all some of the URLs. I'm fortunate to pull this up for the packages that I could get access on. Unfortunately, I cannot get for all the packages, but having these URLs will help you to bookmark these as like an alternate option. Or even now, today, where nobody can go in, using this URL will help you to go into the details page where you can see the hotel, the number of days in that hotel, the Mecca hotel, the Medina hotel, the Mina thing, and some service provider provided services, then also the total cost that appears. Now, mind you, in the total cost, it's excluding the flight and the room configuration. That's going to change as you start configuring the package and adding in things like the room configuration, depending on double, triple, or quad. And then you will go on to add the flight. And to the top of the flight, you will add the transportation option. And we'll talk about the transportation option. That's all what do you say? Those are all required things. You can't do away without selecting those. You have to select those. So don't think that, oh my God, this is only appearing for me. No, this is going to appear for everyone, and you have no other choice other than just selecting those. As a matter of fact, there is one screen that I want you to not to pay so much attention. Those are like the additional services. That's like the wheelchair. That's like the Zamzam water, like the umbrella, like the prayer mat. These are all additional services that will be provided regardless by your service providers, not just by Door, but everybody. Even though you may not have selected it, you will still get it. All service providers provide you with some goodies, and you don't have to waste time there. Do not waste time in that additional services, because that's a very small thing considering the larger thing that you are trying to achieve. So when I said when you can go into this today with the URLs, only with the URLs you can do this. You can't do this in any other way. When you put in the URL after you log in, I'm going to show you, after you log in, you will be able to go into this details page that you are seeing for a premium patient. You will be able to see the package overview with the day starting and the ending, and the number of nights in Mecca and Medina, the package services provided as part of this one, what type of category this is, where the zone is, and the number of days, and the camp detail itself. Now, the zone is something like debatable. Some people think that zone M is the farthest, but I ask you that use the Google map and to measure the distance, walkable distance, as to how long does it take you to walk from the place of the hotel, like in this case, Makram Ummul Qura Hotel, to the Haram gate, like Abdulaziz gate. If you check that, it's less than like 20 minutes of walk from the hotel to the Haram gate. I mean, I'm talking about the gate itself. So that's the best way for you to consider as to how far that is, rather than the zone, because the zone could be misleading in most of the cases. Then the hotel in Medina, and then the camp in Mina. As I said, Majar al-Kabsh is only with luxury and some of the premium packages that I showed you, but otherwise for all packages, standard shifting, premium shifting, many of the packages will be only in the Al Muasim camp, which is the US European camp for most of the US and the European people. Now, this camp, I just want to make sure that this is the farthest. This is going to be like, at least during the time of the days of Hajj, which is the day of the 10th for the Jamrat of the big Jamrat, and then the days of 11th and 12th. It takes you minimum of an hour and a half to 2 to go and then come back to your camps. That's how far this is. This is the farthest. So just be aware of this one and be prepared. It's going to be extremely hard. It's going to be extremely crowded. You will not be taken in buses to the Jamrat. You will be walking all the way to the Jamrat and going back to the camp. And sometimes you are actually routed to go around to your camp, which is going to be the Al Masim camp. So that you are aware of this. I have been there. I know what it looks like. And this camp also has a lot more pilgrims than the Al Majal al-Kabsh. There are about 30,000 pilgrims that will be there, but this is well equipped. It's just that, it's more people as compared to Majal al-Kabsh, which basically is between 5,000 people and less than 5,000 people is what I know. And it is just like a stone throw away from the big Jamrat. That means you can just come down the camp and you're right into the Jamrat. And that's the VIP camp. But if you're young, no physical disabilities to worry about, then Al Muasim camp is not a bad choice. So just be prepared, because at the end of the day, it's your hardship also counts, and Allah will reward you for all the effort that you put into going into this Hajj. And then whether you are in Al Muasim or in Al Majar al-Kabsh, Allah rewards them equally for their efforts. Now, one thing to note. Today, as you go and browse, you will not be able to see this configure package that you're seeing on the bottom right. Pay attention to this one. You will not be able to see this. You will not be able to see this until the day of the sale, until before the sale itself. So you have to be ready with all the information, all your choices, to basically come in on the day of the sale, jumping into this page and then going all the way straight to configure the package, and then quickly moving on to the next page, which is what it actually takes you into the additional services and all that information that is going to be inside of this flow of the package itself. So that's where you will be doing today as a preparation for the phase 3. And those steps are, as I said, you will not be able to do this. Unfortunately, the view details is not going to do anything. You will need to go through the URL route that I shared with you. I'm going to show you how to do that. And basically make sure that you review the start date and end dates, all that I talked about, accommodations in Mecca and Medina, the transportation Majar al-Kabsh package services that is being provided. And of course, if you want to know anything about the cancellation services policy, you want to check on that one. This is important for you. If you do not have any preferred package, I want you to make sure that you have something as a preferred package on the day of the sale, or at least before that, if it's possible, if it opens up. Review the package price. This could be without the flight cost. As I said, on the configure page, it's without the flight cost. As you continue to configure the package, you will add on to the room configuration. The room configuration needs to be done for all the applicants on your application. The default is going to be the quad occupancy, but the prices go up based on the selection of the room to double and triple, depending on your needs and your comforts. Please use the room configuration. You got to be quick. You would have already decided where my room is. For Medina, Mecca, and if you are using a shifting, you will need to do this in 3 different places. If not shifting, then it will be in 2 different places that you need to select the room for Mecca and Medina hotel for you and your applicants, co-applicants in your particular in your application. All bookings will include a shared room, and now unless and until you are buying for like for a husband and wife, a mother and a son want to stay, but they have selected a double room, in that case the double room is going to be provided for them to be together. But in cases where it is like husband and wife buying a quad as their occupancy, then of course the husband is going to share with the brothers and the sister is going to share with the sisters in the shared occupancy. Most of the hotels will be on in the same place, of course, and but they will be probably likely in the same floor, but sometimes they could be in different floors inside of the same hotel. Review the prices based on the room selection. These prices, as I said, can go up and down. Click on the next button at the bottom of the room selection. You need to click on the next selection page. This is where I was talking about the additional services. You can select all services. These are offered for free, but on the day of the sale, do not waste time. Do not waste time. It's not a required field. Just click on next and go on to do the flight selection. Every minute, every second you spend is actually going to be against you. So do not do this, please. I'm telling you, just be as quick as you can and then go on to do the custom flights. If it is pre-configured, you should select whatever is the flight that you see is best, because you do not have right now an opportunity to go back. People who already know, had seen this, should already have that in mind. But people who are seeing this for the first time, select the flight that is best for you from the closest gateway that you can get on. The departure date, place, and the airlines. If there is a transit, what is that onward journey going to look like? What's the arrival date look like? This is all pre-configured by the service provider for you. Make the selection of the flight, and this will now add in the cost of the airline ticket. You can't do much other than just select the flight. Now, this I'm talking about the custom packages. We will talk about how the public packages differ. But this is just with the custom packages that have a pre-configured flight. Review the prices based after the flight selection. Then go on to the next page that is going to show you the transportation selection. But before going on that one, this is what happens with the public package flight selection. You will see a button there which says select a custom flight, and this is mostly for the public packages only, where there is no flight for you to directly choose from. So acknowledge, click on the acknowledge and select a flight. You will be taken into a flight selection page. You can make your own flight configuration. Requirement, as I said earlier on, is that the final destination on arrival is either Jeddah or Medina. The return flight from the Saudi should also have the port of departure either from Jeddah or Medina. That's the requirement from Nusuk. You cannot skip this step. You have to have the flight landing in Jeddah or Medina, taking off from Jeddah or Medina. You can plan your trip however you want to, as short as a trip as Dubai to Jeddah and return Jeddah to Dubai, and going on from maybe New York to Dubai by your own flight arrangements outside of the Nusuk. You can do that also. So based on what your needs are and what best meets your requirements, do this flight configuration, and you got to be quick. You got to be real quick. The best thing that you can do is right now look at Al Musafir, and I can share the site with you. That site is actually what is actually integrated with the Nusuk. And there, if you see some flight, that's what you are going to get it on the day of the sale. One thing to note, the prices may change as on the time of the purchase of the package. That's the price that you are going to buy. And nobody has control over that. Neither Nusuk nor me nor anybody has control. Whatever price you see, you probably want to make sure that you have sufficient funds in the wallet before going into the sale. So with that being said, review all the flight details, departure date, place, airline, and if there have to be any transit, your arrival date in Saudi, the departure date in Saudi, arrival date to the destination back. Now, as I said, the departure date from your location to the Saudi should be within the start dates of the package. And likewise, the departure date cannot be after the package ends. It has to be about on the same day as the package ends, or earlier on if you have to do it, if you have to come back early. And some people ask me, can they come back early? Then let's say a package has 21 days. Yeah, sure, they can. Once they finish the Hajj Arkans, the Mashar days is completed, 10th, 11th, and 12th, people can depart on their own. The service provider will make arrangements rather to have you dropped at the airport. and that can be done. And you basically are on your own to head back home from any of the Saudi airports. Now, one change that you want to all take note of is after your flight configurations, you will see this transportation selection. That's going to be the last step. You have no option when it comes to selection in here. If you're making a custom flight, you will be provided with Hermine Train as an option. If you have not, then this is just the default option that you have to select it. There is no other way for you. Just select those. Those is going to add into the total price of the package. And eventually we will be going into the payment checkout screen. That's the final screen that you will be all into. But this is the flow of the work that you have to navigate through until you come to the payment. You want to be quick. You want to be quick on the day when the package is on sale. Make these decisions in an instant and then move on to complete the payment. Now, once the package sale opens, you will see in the last page of the page selection that normally we all have seen this as a save configuration, but on the day of the sale, this is going to change to purchase package. On the day of the sale, this is going to change into purchase package. After you quickly review this information on the configuration detail page, you want to make this configurations to be purchase as quickly as you can based on all the details that you are seeing, and your e-wallet balance and everything should basically equal out, or they should be a little more. Then it's okay, we can go and request for a refund. Pay attention, that's where that purchase button is going to be appearing. That's quick. You got how quickly you can get to. I really want you to all to practice this one, and in case I know it's not possible now, but think through this in your mind. Keep this in mind as you approach the day of the sale, because that's important. At least you are mentally prepared as to where to expect, what to see inside of the screen, because otherwise it's going to be a little chaotic to begin with. I'm not scaring you off, but that's how it is. All right. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has will for you that you have to go to Hajj this year, you will be able to see the purchase button. You click on the purchase button, you will see the screen showing your booking is currently being processed. You should wait there. It will take 5 to 10 minutes. So don't panic, have patience. You will see the booking will go through and the package will appear on your dashboard as under process or as paid. Just wait there. Don't do anything. Do not try to refresh the page. Do not try to do anything. Just have patience. Let the system do its magic, and then it will come back and it will show you a page where either it says, your Hajj itinerary, or it is going to sometimes show you the package, my package page, which will show you it's under process, or it will show you a green button with paid. And you will eventually see the e-wallet money will be deducted by the amount of price the package you purchase. This is very critical, brothers and sisters. This is where we all are intending to see, and I wish to see this everyone come to this screen and you are able to successfully make a purchase, whether it's a tour package or any other package. So that's where it's going to end. But right after the booking actually completes, as I said, it's all said and done. It's going to be first serve and first serve basis. Packages will be sold depending on the service provider's package availability and quota. Keep your e-wallet fully funded to cover the price of the package for you and your family. As I said, keep alternative bookmark just in case you don't get the preferred package. Refer to the Excel file that I'm going to share with you all. One thing that I want to keep aware is, keep your laptop, computer fully charged and plugged in with a good internet connectivity. This is very, very important. That's very crucial. I don't want you to be playing around with an iPhone or a phone and an app thinking, that's more easier. It's good to have that as a standby, but the computer is where I was ask you to start doing that. Have multiple browsers. When I say multiple, you can start in the Edge, you can start in the Chrome, have two windows open up. The first window that you can get in to the login page, that's what you want to use that one to continue to move forward with the package configuration and selection, and then eventually purchase the package. If the purchase of the package is successful, you will receive an email notification of the purchase, the package itself. The amount of the e-wallet, as I said, will be deducted. You will see the package under your profile, just in case of mine. If you click on the user profile, my package, you will see, as I said, that it's going to show up as paid. That's what you need to pay attention to. and that will tell you that you have made a successful purchase of the package. All right, so let's, I want to move on. All right, so post booking of the package, this is for all. The guide will be assigned based on the package selection. E-visas from the Saudi consulate will be sent to your email address. Make sure all your personal information matches with the passport. E-tickets for the flights will be issued and sent to the email address on file. Make sure all your details, date of departure, place of arrival, flight matches as per the package. There will be a host of webinars from the service provider in preparation of the Hajj journey, and that's all going to be only after Ramadan. Do not worry about this at this point of time. We will also be hosting regular webinars to prepare you for Hajj with topics related to logistics, fiqh, as well as departure, etc. So that's all some things that you can expect. As for the public packages, those who bought the custom flight by themselves, they will immediately receive the e-ticket from the airlines as soon as the package has been successfully purchased. So watch out for that email as well from the airlines. For the custom packages, those e-tickets are actually issued way later after Ramadan, and maybe 3-4 weeks or maybe 3 weeks before the Hajj start date itself. So don't worry, we will keep you posted as guides. We will be guiding you throughout the next step, but that's for a later stage. As for today, we want you to be prepared with the challenges that are nusuk that you will face. Based on experience, I want you to pay attention to this one. This is important because we all face this. Some of them have not faced this one, but be ready for this one. Site will not be accessible at the time of the sale itself. And many have seen this one, that you will see either a blank page or a page with a moving thing, and we will show you those screens just so you become familiar. You will be unable to log in. There will be delays in receiving the OTP, which is needed for you to log in into the application. There will be a waiting window like you are in a queue. Sometimes there is no response on the page. Sometimes there is a delayed response. There is a blank screen. Sometimes you are working on and about to get out to the checkout page. Suddenly you will see that your session has expired and you will be kicked out of the package purchase page itself. All these are all going to happen. Do not panic. Do not panic. I am telling you from my experience, we have faced this one, and have trust in Allah. Pray that Allah make it easy for you. You are not going to see any different in the phase 3. The Nusuk platform is still the same. The same challenges is going to be there in the phase 3 as well. You just have to be mentally prepared. Be better prepared by trying to do, what do I do in case of this one? And we'll talk about this in a few minutes. So if you are mentally prepared and have taqwa on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and if Allah wills, nothing can stop you from going to Hajj. And that's what you need to do, is just pray, have patience, and then wait for things to happen as it relates to the package purchase itself. You will see this during the period of the sale itself. But the website is under maintenance. We'll be back soon. And this is normal because the Nusuk platform, they have a different way of releasing their information on Nusuk. They make some configuration changes for the sale to commence. And sometimes you may see the website is under maintenance. We'll be back soon. Do not worry. This is not just for you. That means everybody is having this problem. It is not picky on a certain region or a country or a person. It's for everyone. If you see this, think that is just happening to be the case of the package sale about to start. If you see this window spinning and where you see something like this, that means this package, the website is trying to get you into the website, but there is heavy usage coming into the website. A lot of users that are trying to get onto this Nusuk platform, and this is the kind of the waiting window. Have patience there. This will go away and it will take you to the login screen. Do not try to keep refreshing on this page. Every time you refresh this page, it will consider that you just arrived, and that is going to hold you in line with the other people that were already lined. So what you want to do is, if you have two browsers, Edge browser and the Chrome browser, if I have some other friend or a relative sitting with you, you may want to try multiple browsers. Again, we are nothing but loading up the system, but given the the technical challenges that you have, this is the best that you can do. Load up multiple browsers, and the first application that gets you to the login screen, get in the login screen, put in your username and password. Better save the username and password so that you don't have to remember a password. As soon as you click the login button with the checkbox checked with that you are not a robot, that will take you to the OTP page, and wait for the OTP, and we'll talk about those challenges in a while. Now, there is also this screen that you will see. This is again not something unusual. This will happen because either the load is too much on the side, and then the entire site just went down. You will not even see this page. That means that is something a server is unable to get you to the page itself. Have patience. This will go away and take you back again to the home screen or the login screen, or just keep another browser where you are on the login screen at the moment. You may also see this one. You may see somewhere this platform is so unstable and has this technical glitch, and you will see something went wrong. Please try again or contact the customer support. Have patience. Go back to the login screen and start from the dashboard or the login home screen or the login screen. No other way. You just have to keep your nerve, and then patience is what pays off. So go back. What do I do in case of this one? Click OK. Go back to the dashboard, go back to the screen that the application is going to take you, start over again, and then inshallah, if Allah wills, you will be able to make that purchase. Now, this is important. Now, when you come to some of the packages, you will see this as an error message. The number of booking for application exceeded the capacity of the country citizen. Now, what it means is every package has only some limited quantity. The quantity that I showed you as remaining is only for certain countries. That if that package quantity has been reached, that means that country's person cannot buy that package anymore. So you need to be quick here. You got to move out of this one, remove this package that you had configured out of your cart, and then start with other preferred package configuration. Unfortunately, that can be the case, but just be prepared. What do I do in case I see this one? How do I go back and I come back? That's one of the ways that you can quickly get back again to configuring a new package and start all over again. And you have to do this. That's why you want to have a backup of the packages. All right. So before I go to the next step, I was talking about the OTP itself. The OTP sometimes takes more time for you to be received. When you try, be aware that the OTP has a 5-minute expiration date. When you clicked on the login, when the OTP was sent, you want to make a note. How much time was that you clicked on? And within the 5-minute period, if an OTP arrives to your email, it got to be on your email too. Remember, that's where the OTP goes. If you are able to quickly grab the OTP number within the 5-minute time period, then go ahead and then enter that and go into the login page, and it is going to take you to the dashboard. And from there on, you will continue to do the rest of the package flow. But if it is more than 10 minutes and you keep trying the OTP and more than 3 or 4 attempts, is going to lock your account. Be cognizant of this one, be aware of this one. The account can be locked if you try multiple attempts with an invalid or an expired OTP. So if it is expired and came after 5 minutes, that's okay. Then try one more new login. Go one more login. It's going to send you another OTP. Wait for that OTP. And if it is going to make it within the 5 minutes, even like 4 minutes and 30 seconds, fine. Go grab that new OTP, put it in, and then click on the login and go for it. But do not try to do the invalid expired OTPs, because that's going to lock your account, and the account is likely to be locked for 30 minutes and sometimes maybe for more. But so be aware of this one. So that's what is going to happen. Now, I know we are running out of time, but have patience. I want to cover some more stuff. Top of the e-wallet. The next step I want you all to be aware of, what type of funds do I need? Do I have sufficient funds? Do I have sufficient funds for a backup? That backup preferred package, is it higher than the one that you have preferred? If so, you want to have a higher amount. It is okay, brothers and sisters. You are spending a lot of money in the in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one of the pillars of Allah, that you need to keep some money more than what you have in your package. And this is one-time opportunity. Do not be feel sorry for having less money at the time. So think about any package that you have in your preference, and the package price, the highest one is what you want to have inside your free wallet. If you're starting small package, that's fine. You can always request the money. It's going to come back with a very small amount being taken away. And in the grand scheme of things, that money is okay in the cause of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to reward you for all the money that you spend. So be ready to log into the site a couple of hours before the sale starts. That, as I said, is going to open on the 19th of February. This is what the date has been published so far. We don't know. It can be any day, any time on the 19th. The exact date and time will be published in our WhatsApp group. Keep watching for alerts from our group on the WhatsApp. And on the day of a sale, have a friend on a standby to help you in case of any issues with your laptop, with your browser. But don't panic. If you have any issues, reach us so we can assist you with the purchase. We'll try to have a Zoom session running so that we can take some calls in there and try to help you out with any issues that you are having. Now, there are people who have reached out to me with assistance. If you need assistance from any of our team from Ar Rahman guests, please message me directly so we can help and assist you in securing the package. Inshallah, the technical challenges, I'm aware of it. People are not so tech savvy on that side. And if you think you need some help in there, please reach out to us today so that we can start preparing a group of volunteers who can sit with us and help you through with the purchase of the package itself. All right, so that's pretty much what I had. But let me go and Samir, stop this for a minute. I know people are there. How do you want to go? Well, let's take some questions from you all. Or you want to see some demo of this one?
There are a few questions. One, if we can take that, then you can give a demo, and then we can.
Okay. All right. Let's
People
do
can
like
ask
that.
question
So,
on my.
yes, let's do like that. Let's take some questions there. Yeah.
Yeah. So first question is 19th officially confirmed date?
So far, yes. So far, 19th is what has been confirmed, and there is no other dates that I'm aware of. My service provider gets this information directly from the Minister of Hajj, and we take only what is a genuine message that is coming out, not here and say.
Okay. So with a public package, we purchase the flight separately after purchasing the package. Is that right?
No, you have to make a purchase of the flight before the checkout. As I said, one of the flight has to be inside of the nusuk. The requirement of nusuk is that you will have a flight landing into Jeddah, taking off from Jeddah as a departure. That flight can be a small flight from Dubai to Jeddah and Jeddah to Dubai, or Jeddah to straight to your destination. You also have multi-city option. But the requirement is one flight has to be inside of the nusuk. The connecting flights you can have from outside wherever you want to purchase. For example, I'm just giving this as an example. I am going to have a public package. In the public package, I can make a choice of the custom flight to be from Dubai to Medina and back flight from Jeddah to Dubai. That's all I'm going to purchase from the nusuk, and I have to purchase that. The start of the flight should be on the same day. The landing of the flight should be on the day of the package start, and the exit of the flight should be on the day of the ending of the package. That is going to be all inside of the package that I buy. I can then go out and purchase a package, purchase a flight ticket from New York to Dubai, Dubai to New York with maybe Expedia, with some other airline, directly from the airline. That you can do outside. But one of the flight requirement is have to be inside of the nusuk itself. I hope I was able to answer that clearly. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to come off mute so that we can be clear on getting your answer, what you asked for.
Yes, anybody has any question, they can unmute themselves, and other questions are quite related with you, so you answered everything. But if anybody has any other question, they can unmute themselves and ask.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sister.
In the first phase, I had a package configured, and then my basket got emptied, and then I was locked out, couldn't lock back in. I have nothing in the basket at the moment. Will we get a chance? I know you've been asked this many times, but I just want to be clear. Will we get a chance to configure a package? Will we have enough time? Do you know, or how the process
Yes.
working
So it's
faithfully?
absolutely, sister. So you're not going to be different than anybody else. Everybody will probably have their configured in what they had configured in the first phase, and they were unable to make a purchase. Is probably gone by this time, or even if it stays in the card that you see on the top, that's a good sign. If it is not there, then you have to go through the package configuration. So think about this. On the day of the sale, today, let's say an hour before the sale, or even a few minutes before the sale, everything is going to be grayed out. Everything is going to be grayed out. Nobody's got an opportunity to go in there unless the URLs that I'm going to be publishing is the only way for you to go into the package detail. Even there, you can't configure that one. So when the sale starts, all the packages will then get visible for all the users. The graying out is gone, and you will be able to click on the details. And you got to think about this. Keep this in your mind. You will be making those conscious, choices as you go through this. As soon as you click the details, you will look for the configure button at the end of the page. Click on the configure the page, then go on to the next page, which is going to show you the additional services. Go on to the next. Don't worry about that one. Room selection is going to be next. Sorry, the room selection is going to be next. Make the choices quickly and then move on to the next. You have to be kind of keep this flow in your mind. I'm going to do this first, I'm going to do this next, I'm going to expect this next, and finally this is what it's going to be like. Unfortunately, we do not have an opportunity now to go and practice. However, I have from my past sessions, the video that I'm going to share with you all. Go through this and look for the flow so that you have that in your mind and what to expect on the day of the sale itself.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, brother. So just okay, that's the best advice. Would you recommend that we have like tabs open? I've heard some other people say that we should have like the tabs of the packages that we want pre-open.
Well, it depends on what your choices are. At least some of them, if you know about, and if those are in one of the URLs that I'm going to share, have them as a bookmark in your browser.
Okay.
If you want to learn about how to bookmark that, I can also show that in the next few minutes, so that you have that bookmark. So all you do is you go and click on that one, so you are immediately thrown into the the package configure page, rather than going from the dashboard and then going in all the way inside.
No worries. Jazakallah khair, brother. Just on another note, I'm in your WhatsApp group, and I just want to say, may Allah bless you. You're very calm and always very kind and very quick to reply. And may Allah reward you for all the people that you've helped, mashallah, and me myself is one of them. So Jazakallah khair.
Please remember, and I want you all to be getting the package. That's my intent.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
There is a question in chat. Will the luxury package will be available from UK? You said earlier it was from
package from UK. I did not. The luxury had a couple of packages, but I don't think it's sold out. Let me show you one more screen here.
Yeah, he said, he's asking, you said it earlier, it was only available from Berlin.
Yeah, that's the only the only one that's in Berlin. Yeah.
So I have family members already booked into a luxury package, and I want to join them.
So when you say, let me ask you this one, brother. The luxury package, are you talking about the luxury spacious or the spirituality?
Assalamu alaikum, brother. That was my question from the UK. And yes, it's the spirituality one.
The spirituality one. I did not see in the availability, brother. I did not see that it's available. But I can check back if the service provider has any new updates. So let me get back to you, brother. If you can message me out just as a reminder, I will try to get you that information.
I will do. Thank you very much. It's very important for me to try and get onto the same packages as a family member.
Well, do one thing, brother. If it is not spirituality, you can also look for the Majalul Cups premium packages. I don't think anything else is there which is going to take you to Majalul Cups other than the luxury package. You are right.
Okay.
So yeah, let me get you the details, brother. Okay.
Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair.
And feel free, brothers, any sisters, anybody who have any other questions. I want to hold on for some more time and walk you through this next steps. All right, do you want to have a quick check on the demo?
Yeah, I think we don't have any other question, brother. We
Okay,
can
all right, let
start
me
with the
go
demo.
ahead and just do a demo of this one. I want you all to be prepared of this one. Tell me what you're seeing, Samir. That's probably not the one I want to share. That's the one. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, the Nusuk website, right?
Yes. So
Yeah,
that's
you can
the
see.
Nusuk website that I have, brothers and sisters. The general thing is when you come in this side, you will see the page like that. But I ask you that, try to go in and stay in this page, the login page. On the day of the sale, the login page is important for you to be there. Because on the day of the sale, if you are trying to struggle, and you will see this spinning here, that is going to be the case when there are a lot of people trying to go into the website. At least a couple of hours before, try to get yourself into a position where you are in this screen with your username and password already in there. There is a save password thing. Keep it ready and try to get in multiple times into the login screen. And of course, when you click on the login, it's going to take you into the OTP verification. And let me go and pull my OTP verification. Just give me a second until it arrives. Second. Let me check OTP if it has come to my, and that's the important thing, that you have your email also handy, and keep refreshing to quickly see what the OTP is. Alright, I got it, and somebody either looks into that. Be quick in here, as quick as you can, that you put in the correct OTP. Do not make a mistake. Maybe a little 1 or 2 seconds here and there is okay. All right, so here's the dashboard. For anybody like everybody else, today, this is what the dashboard looks like. And here, most probably, you should have already a preferred package. Your e-wallet is already active and has already funds loaded into it. If it is not there, then start doing it today. You want to do it today and tomorrow to get your funds up to the value of this package that you are preferring to buy. Now, the next step is, okay, as I get to the preparation today, I want you to go to the packages. Click on the packages. It's going to take you to the screen where everything is actually grayed out. No different. Like anybody else, I'm also going to see the things grayed out. Let's give me a second. Why is it not coming up? Sorry, click it. There you go. Like any other day, this is also giving the same issues that you could see on the day of the sale. I clicked on package, nothing is coming up. We'll have patience. We'll wait for it. There you go. That's all you got to do. It is going to take its time. Just have, control your nerves, and then, wait for everything to show up. Still nothing is showing up. Hopefully it's going to come up now in a minute. Let's give some more time, because I want to start seeing the packages there. You see how it's all happening. Finally, I see them. Now you see all the packages are grayed out. Nobody can click on this package. Nothing can be done. I can't do anything. What I can do is I can do the search. I want you to practice this one. Click on that search bar. Are you all able to see that? Click on that search bar. Whatever package you want to prefer, that's the easiest way. Do this, and then look as much as possible from this grayed out area. You will see what is the package name, what is the package type, whether it is custom or public, what are the camps, the number of days, and the price. This is just the way for you to get a first-hand information of what these packages are. Like, for example, the Dur Premium Shifting Rotana is Majar al-Kabsh Camp, Zone A, number of days, the price, all that information is in here. Great. I can keep looking for other packages that you want to make choice from, the premium packages, the standard packages, and the shifting packages. So you have a complete understanding of the different options that are available for you inside the Dur service providers packages. Today, you can go ahead and then have this done. Be prepared. Now, one way that I have tried, and I have kept this with the URLs, is by going in directly to the URL, and that is only possible because I had done this prior to the Hajj itself. Last year, I had done it for all the packages. Unfortunately, I didn't do it for all the countries. So what you need to do is, here's what I'm doing. I am going into the browser's address bar. Everybody knows this. I am picking up the URL. I'm going to share this Excel file with you all. That's the URL. That's the URL of that package, Premium Makaram. And I am having this handy. Copy this one, paste it into the browser address bar, and hit enter. This is going to take me into the package detail page. As on today, this says reach full capacity, which is not the case because our country quota has reached in US, and likewise for everybody else. Review this information so that you are comfortable. What hotel is this? What hotel is in Medina? When is the check-in? When is the checkout? What's the Mina camp? What's the transportation looks like? What are the package services looks like? What's the cancellation policy looks like? It's almost the same. So you don't spend time on the day of the package purchase, but rather you want to do this as a preparation of that one. Here, you will not see that configure button as on today. But on the day of the sale, you will see that configure button. People who have participated in the phase one know where to look for, but you have to be mentally prepared with that in your mind that, okay, here's where I'm going to go check for that configure package button. This is all you can do today. I can't do anything beyond this one. And all you want to do is just go through, browse through all the packages that you have been provided with this URL, and be prepared. Those that I do not have the URL, just ask me for the details, like what hotel is this on, what days is it on, what is the price looks like. I can share that information with you all so that people from other countries that do not have the URL with me can be prepared to expect what to expect from that particular package. Package services, they're all different. I mean, this is all just taking you down there. Transportation, it takes you down there. Now, as I mentioned, the transportation is going to be an option that you need to select. There's no other option. Do not be like, why am I paying for this one and things like that. You got to do it. There's no other way. Just go ahead and select what the transportation is there for. As for the Harmain train, if you are doing a public package, the Harmain train tickets will be sent to you through the service provider for the arrival date on which you are arriving, and the timing is most likely going to be around the time of your arrival. There is a default like 12 a.m. being given for the Harmain train, but that's not the time, even though your flight may be arriving like 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So don't be alarmed with that one. All that logistics will be taken care once your package is successfully purchased. What we want to make sure that you are moving through these steps very quickly to the next and the next step, and then eventually go on to complete the purchase of the package itself. I have from the past sessions all the steps, and I'll walk you through those inside of the video. So take some moment of your time, go through those, be mentally prepared as to what to expect. Now, the people who had that pre-configured before would probably had this pre-configured package here. If it is showing empty, that means Nusuk has basically emptied everybody's cards, and it's okay. Just go back and do this an exercise that I was talking about. Now, let's say, for example, if you like a package, if you had made up your choice as a preference, as a second preference, what you need to do is you basically are going to make this as your preference. So in the browser, and every browser has a different way to mark it as a favorite. I click on this star here. That's my bookmark. I copy the bookmark, and then wherever this package summary is going to into my bookmark, I'm going to say package summary Makaram, just so that I know premium Makaram, right? So you need to know quickly which one it is. You do this quickly and then save it. It's all in the bookmark. Now let's say I'm in the dashboard, and then I'm trying to make a configuration. All I'm doing is quickly going to the bookmarks that I have in the tabs, and the other bookmarks, the premium makram is there. I click on that one, it brings me into the package details right over there. Now let's say this package has reached its capacity, and that's what is actually happening. Okay, let's do a quick one. Let's go back again to the bookmarks. Let's go and look for the other bookmark. I have another package. This is the one I want to go in. I click on that one. I land into the Zamzam package. So this is the quickest way that you can get to the package details and then go on to configure the steps and time it like, I want to do this in like less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes, I want to get through this step. And be calm, have patience, and just be mentally prepared as to what to expect, where to expect inside of this application, that you can practice mentally. Okay, that's the step, that's the step, that's the step, and eventually think about seeing the purchase button option. The moment you see the purchase button option, mentally math you have done, don't hesitate, just press the purchase button and wait for it to be completed. Once the package basically is confirmed, you will see something like in my package it will be showing as under process, or it will show like paid. That's the end state of it. In some cases it will show you the my itinerary as an option also. So that's quickly I went through these, but I want to be prepared for the event. It's going to be fast. A lot of things will be for many people it looks like chaotic, but be mentally prepared and make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it easy for you through the process of getting you to select the packages, and also give you the opportunity to go on Hajj to his Baitullah, inshallah. All right, so as a follow-up, I will send you the YouTube link for the previous work sessions that we had, and also the Excel file that I have with the availability of the packages. If you are interested in any particular package, wants to know details, message me in the group chat or private message me. I am going to respond back as soon as I can.
Brother Waji, there is one question. What do the different zone means, and what is phase 4?
What is phase 4? Okay, good question. So let me take the first question that you had. The zones are nothing but the areas around the haram that are basically in which the hotels are actually located inside of the Mecca region. In Medina, they're all almost like in the proximity of the Prophet's mosque, so they are not really far off. As for the in the what is that, inside of the Mecca, there are multiple zones. Let me see if I can show you that back. Give me a second, I'm trying to bring this up. That's not showing it all. Give me a second, I'm just trying to go back to the zone area so that I can show you that. I'm trying to look for the information. Bear with me. Yeah, think about this, like zone A, zone B, C, and I think Yam. These are all different zones with the distance from the haram itself. For example, zone A is just about a few steps around the haram. There is this clock tower and the other hotels which are just on the periphery of the haram, while zone B is little further away, and zone C is further away, and zone D is like in Azizia, and Yam is in between Azizia and Mina. These are the different zones. I was trying to get to the map. I don't see the one here. There used to be a map on the website. It's no longer showing up. Just give me a second. Okay, I think I got it. Okay, all right, let me share my screen one more time. Sorry, it just took me some time to figure where the one is. Are you able to see my screen, brothers, sisters?
Not yet, right? Yeah, now we can see. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what the zones are. The zone A is the closest one. That's almost in the proximity of the Masjid al-Haram. Almost like, as I said, you're overlooking the yard. It's on the periphery of the Masjid al-Haram. A is where that's the area of the Masjid al-Haram, and the A is the surrounding area that you see in here. B is just around, and B is like the ones that are just around Mecca, but they are still walkable. Walkable in the way that you can literally go down like a few hundred yards, and you are right into the Masjid al-Haram area. C is further up. They are in the periphery area, which is takes you about a mile, and so some are further away. They are actually transferred